to, when that string starts to get more active like that, that it means relax even more. So Nicola could take her horse to a new place and get really active with that stick in the string, and not only would the horse go, there you go, very good. Okay. So see how she's really kind of smacking the stick in the string on the ground? Very good. 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 One of our goals when we play level 2 is to see if we can have the belly of the rope dragging the ground all the time. So that's kind of why Nicola has the rope just on the ground there, just lying down. And now she's going to play a little bit porcupine game, like she's going to ask Princess to like put the string around her foot and see if she will follow a feel with the stick and string. Good. 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 Very good. So we'll do a lot of things with the ropes around their legs and stuff starting in level 2 because we want them to be really confident with us picking up their feet. This is going to help, for example, like the farrier out a lot. Has anyone seen a farrier have to fight with a horse? It's really not pretty, and the farriers don't like it very much either. So this helps to get everybody in a better place when they need their feet done. Okay? So Nicola, then see if you can just go and like pinch the chestnuts and things like that and pick up her feet like that at the point of her hop. So we do a lot of things like this, playing with their legs, and just really getting them really acclimated to all those kind of things. Later on, I have a pedestal out here by the round pen, and Nicola will show you how she teaches them to go up on the pedestal. Princess, you're being such a good girl. Now, Princess, what personality do you think Princess is, Nicola? Left brain extrovert too? Oh boy, we've got 2 of them. Okay. Well, Princess definitely likes to rip around and play a lot. Okay. Yeah. So that was interesting what Nicola said. She said she can be introverted under saddle, which is also really common. Horses can be one thing when they're online and another thing when they're being ridden. Okay. So now what Nicola's going to do, she's going to do a little bit more advanced driving game. She's going to stand next, and then she's going to swing her leg over. Okay. But when you guys like start doing level 2 riding, you'll learn how to, how we do everything with Savvy when you get on the saddle and all that stuff. It's all really good stuff so that your horse sees you as friendly. Okay? So when Nicola gets on, you would do the same thing with a saddle as you would do lateral flexion. See how she's asking her to bend both directions? Right now, Nicola's like a pilot. You know how a pilot always checks to make sure their brakes work? That's what she's doing. She's making sure her brakes work first before she goes, which is always a good thing when you're riding. Okay? And so remember, she's only been ridden. How many times do you think she's been ridden now, Nicola? 7th ride. Okay? And she's just going to, and we haven't really asked a lot of her. We've been teaching her basic rein positions, which is something we do in level 2. And we've been doing some really basic patterns, which are follow the rail, which she's doing right now, and some little things like going around the combs in a figure of 8 pattern. And she hasn't gone out on the trail yet, but she will soon. The easiest thing for a horse to do is follow a rail and follow a trail. Okay? So why don't we do some transitions like you did when you were on the ground where they're like halt. Good. And back up. Very good. Good, good, good. Okay, and then you could do some walk and some trotting. So you see how this is looks a lot like what she did standing next to her earlier? Now she's just doing it on her back. She wants to see all the little predators. So see, instead of Nicola kicking her and saying, hey, get going, She's like, okay, you want to look and play the touch it game? That's fine. You can touch it. You can look. If you forced them right then when they were scared, you might have just taught them to be scared of that. Good, that looks good. Okay. Why don't we do some rein positions right here where you're close before we trot? Okay? So doing some stopping. Good. See how she's lifting up her reins too? She's not pulling back. Like to back her up, she's just lifting the rein and giving it a little bounce. Very good. And now let's show them maybe a little bit of a direct rein around the cone. So she's just going to direct that rein out like she's leading her out, and she's leading her to the left. Very good. Now she's going to lead her to the right. Very good. And that moves the front end of the horse. You guys see how she's doing that? Good. And now let's do a little indirect rein. The indirect rein is like a disengagement on your horse's back. It'll move the hindquarters. So she'll just do a couple steps and then lead her out and go forward with a direct rein. Very good. Did you see, guys, how her legs crossed over? Do it again, Nicholas, so we can see how the back legs crossed over. Good, good, very good, good. And then lead her out to go forward. Very good, good job. So that stops the engine. You see how she kind of had to slow down a little bit when she turned? So we teach them that early on, just in case we feel them getting nervous or wanting to go. We can disengage them and slow them down a little bit. Oh, very good. All right, so Nicholas is going to do a little bit of trotting. Like I said, this is the basic stuff. In a minute, we're going to show you guys some fancy stuff, but this is kind of the basic level 1 and 2. Okay? Question, yeah. Like 3.5? Yeah. Yeah. And she's not fully grown, so she's not going to be doing really advanced stuff soon because she still needs to grow into her body. Yeah. How old is Princess? Isn't she 3.5? Nicola?
I think she's 2.5.
Oh, 2.5. Too young. Now, I think it's better to get on them when they're a little younger and get them used to the human and accepting them and doing some basic things, particularly with these horses that get really big, because if you wait too long, you're going to end up with Godzilla. You know. That was good, Nicola. We're not cantering yet. Oh, we did one little canter, but we probably don't need to canter in public yet. No, we won't canter in public yet. All right. Okay. So Nicholas is going to go ahead and hop off. So that would be like 5-10 minutes. That would be perfect for her 7th ride. Okay? We're not going to go jumping. We're not going to go galloping around. And you see how she rode her in a halter? She didn't ride her in a bit. When we usually start them, we do not start them in a bit. You see how nice and quiet she was and relaxed? That's what we want. Good. Okay. So that was kind of a snapshot of level 2. I mean, not all level 2.